morning, it's me. I'm back. Let me know when you're on. Things are working weird this morning. Is that up? It's live. Hi, Nancy. Why isn't this showing live? Oh, it's showing live for you. Good morning. Oh, it's showing live for you. Good morning. It's showing live for you. Forgot to turn my sound off too. I was crying before I even got on. Partly it's nerves. Partly it's what I expected. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Mario. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Janine. Thank you. I'm not like this all day, every day, even though it's me. But it's just... vulnerable getting in front of you again. I did bring my emotional support box of Kleenex, though. I don't think I posted this. I just showed family. I had a customer bring this. It has verses on it. It's almost gone, but that's partly because we had colds after. Thank you, Mario. It's partly because we had colds after the funeral. But it's mostly gone. No, it doesn't have a name. Just my emotional support box of Kleenex. I think I'm going to have to save it, though. It was a very loving and practical gift. I actually had a club the next week. My hostess tried to cancel with me. She said, we can just order. You don't have to have a class. But I said, well, Todd's going back to work, so I might as well go back to work. Okay, now that's out of the way. So everything just comes in waves, but I'm not like this all day long. Thank you all for your support. I really appreciate you. My sister was over the week after, maybe 2 weeks after, I don't know. And once once I either put somebody down on my list, if I actually had to send a thank you for something, or texted or messaged somebody thanking them for their card, I put it in a basket. Morning, Dina. Morning, Jennifer. So I put all my cards in a basket. She said, "Are those all the cards you guys got? Thank you so much for all your support. We really appreciate you." And I need a drink already. So I do have my randomizer loaded. I have 2 cards to give away, and I have just one project that I'm going to show you, but it's a little bit involved. Some of it I'm just going to show like sort of steps. I'm now just getting down to my art room. Oh, so you're feeling a little bit better? I've been thinking about you too. I'm praying for you. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I'm really sorry. As if my brain wasn't already fuzzy on my lives. I can't remember if it's somebody's on that I already said hi to. We've had fuzz brain for a few weeks now, so please forgive that. So one thing that I want to mention, so pretty much any of my classes that I postponed are in August. I have new classes set up. They're mostly for September, except for, well, it actually is September. My all occasions card class, typically would have been the last Tuesday of the month, which would have been yesterday, and I postponed it until next Tuesday. So you have until Saturday to sign up for it. This is coming up soon. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently for our next one-day crafting retreat. We're going to be having it on October 3, which I believe I had mentioned already. But October 3 is also World Card Making Day. So my plan is to combine my normal shoebox swap with the one-day retreat. And I decided to check. It's good to see you. Continue prayers. Thank you, Kathy. So I decided to combine them. We're going to have a table that's separate for a shoebox swap for World Card Making Day. Excuse me, that's going to be part of the retreat. So you can come to the retreat, or you can come to World Card Making Day shoebox swap, or you can do both. So I will be posting about that soon so that you understand how you do either or whatever. But I'm sort of excited for that. I think that will be a fun thing to do. Okay, so I mentioned my randomizer. I am going to do that quick. And I have 2 cards. All that I remember, oh, I remember the other one. One is the, what do you call it? The flip-flops card. And the other one is a book binder card. So I'm going to, hopefully I added everybody and went through the list. Oh, I didn't set it up right though. I don't know if you were, okay, prevent a winner from being selected multiple times. I don't know if you tried to get on when I was first trying to get on. It wouldn't let me turn my phone right, even though I know I pushed it. I don't know if I pushed it again and unset it, but so I restarted a whole new thing. So sorry if I confused everybody. Okay, I'm starting my randomizer. If I have everybody loaded, I do not have my post-it notes. Janine, yay. Janine Woodhull is my first winner. Okay, congratulations. Can't scroll down. Pick a new winner and start. Marcia Hill. Yay, Marcia finally won. My computer forgot all about leaving you behind, Marcia. Oops. Okay. All right. So, yes, congrats to you. So I'm actually showing, I don't know how quickly I'll get those out. I actually realized, I'm sure the people will understand. I guess I need to look if I did it. For some reason I'm feeling like I might have done it. But then I remembered them again. I missed birthdays. So, I don't know if I sent them or not. I'm gonna have to look on my my app. Hopefully I kept track of it, because my head can't do that right now. All right, so what I'm actually showing you today, I don't know if you've watched any videos for it or not, but what I'm actually showing you today is the hot foil system. I had a combined team retreat last weekend with a friend of mine over on the east side of the state. And I had actually already gotten my make and take ready for that. And it's a really cool, it's a beautiful card. And I was going to just sort of go through the motions, but I think I'm going to actually do it. The first step of the process takes a little bit, but I'm just going to gab at you while I do that. So, so anyway, I'm going to show you that. Hopefully I can show you well enough on my space here. I know it's kind of low on my space. Maybe I'll try to pull it up or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to show that to you. So the first thing I'm going to show you while this is up, so then I can sort of get it out of the way. So first of all, September 1, that's a week from yesterday. It's next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, however you want to talk about that. I've watched videos, I've been looking forward to seeing you do it. Okay, cool. So Tuesday, September 1, Stampin' Up, the new catalog goes live, and there are new online exclusives, and there are more hot foil products. I think that's the correct terminology to use. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. So, like, geared towards Christmas sort of thing. So, like, for example, I wonder if I have my foil. You know what? I need to grab something. Where do I have it? I don't remember where I put it. I brought just a sec. That's not the one. All right, I want to show you the rolls of foil. Just a second. But I can't. Unless I put them back in this box. I have no idea where I put them. So, well, that was silly of me. There's a box. There's a box. Too many boxes. Out there. So I know I brought it with me this weekend, but it's not in this binder. Okay, I'm gonna try one more box, just a sec. I found it. Okay. So I wanted to show you this partly because it's the one thing that I could describe to you easily for Christmassy stuff. So Stampin' Up! Is coming out with, or came out with, we've been able to pre-order it, 4 new colors of foil. So first of all, they do not come in a case like this. This is just what I put them in. So they come 2 to a pack. So I have silver, gold, and I think it's called light pink. And so they come in a package with these 2 here. So one of the Christmas products are, hi Marlene, thanks for finding the chat. Colors that they came out with for Christmas were red, green, copper, and my friend Cindy calls it hologram, but it's like silver opal, or I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, that's one of the new Christmas products. So I just wanted to mention September 1, that's when stuff goes live. If you've been dying to get Christmas stuff or whatever, there's a whole bunch of it in the catalog. Hopefully everybody got theirs that have been regular customers of mine and buying regularly with me. There were some people that I still wasn't able to have Stampin' Up! Send directly, even though I know they fixed something in their account. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I want to show you the 2 products that I'm going to be using today. One is the butterflies. So where did you get the case? Oh, well, it's an old, I cheated. It's an old stamp case, like when we still had wood blocks. I still have a couple here and there. In fact, I put on my postage and stuff like that. So I don't know where you can get it. I don't know what else would work. I haven't tried anything. I'm sure other people have shared storage things. I still haven't any good ideas for Christmas cards this year. Have you looked in the catalog though? Sorry, my throat's draining from my nose. The reason that you have looked on, the reason I asked is because there's a really pretty pine cone one that I instantly thought of for you, because I know you like pine cones. Thinking it had to be because the photo cases are too small. Yeah, the old DVD cases are too small. Okay, so here is the Butterfly Flight hot foil dies and classic greetings. So I'm going to show you the bundles are different in the hot foil. I don't think there are any stamps in the bundles, but there's either dies, and this one, the butterflies actually have masks to be able to color in, and this side, I don't know if this was a bundle. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, there are some that have stamps, because there's a background one that I like that I like, but I haven't gotten. Okay, so I'm going to put you down so I can explain some of this to you a second. Okay, so here we go. Close your eyes. Carrie. Alright, is this going to be too close? This might be too close. I'm going to... Oh, there we go. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I left part of this up. Okay. Now I gotta spin it so we're not upside down. Right? Oops, that's too much. Okay. So, all right, so I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to talk about this, but while I'm talking, I'm going to plug this in. I wasn't actually going to do this because this takes a while to heat up, but I can talk with you while I do it. So before I plug it in, oh, where did it go? I want to tell you, I keep my instructions right by my side because it's too easy to forget your steps, and I need the help. So I keep it right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It shows all these steps, and I keep it right by me so that if I forget, I can look right at it. Okay. So the first step is plugging this in. So there's 2 parts to the cord to plug it in, and this actually is magnetized into the plug. So like when I get it near it, it actually pulls it right in. This takes 6 minutes to heat up, and I'll tell you all the steps and all the things when we get there. So right now I want to tell you about all the pieces. So this is the platform. Underneath it is, what's it called? Silicone platform station. So, oops, I unplugged it. So this is where you put it. It's not as hot as what I thought it would be, but it still does get hot in it, so it's to protect your surface. This right here is a silicone cooling pad, so that when your dyes are hot, you can put them on here. There definitely is a learning curve to using a foil system, but it gets easier. This is the first time I've seen there was an underneath. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then there is, this is a, what is it called? Magnetic pickup tool. So it is magnet, so I can pick up a hot dye, and then this releases it. Okay. And then there are 2 pieces here. I always forget what they're called. So sometimes I have to look at my instructions for this. So this green one is a hot foil shim, and this clear one is called a hot foil spacer, and the words are right on here. So if I'm looking at my instructions and I forget which one I needed to do first, I can look at my instructions and I can read it right on here. Okay. Now I want to show you the difference between, this is still warming up, by the way. When this is done, first of all, it will beep. Secondly, this will stay solid and this will be beeping or will be flashing. Okay. So here are the different dyes. So I want to show you this. So here is the hot foil dye. It's all solid. It's a little bit, it looks more like brushed metallic rather than shiny metallic. And then this says Celebrate, by the way. And then this one is a regular dye where you can cut that out. Okay. So I have both of those for this also, for the butterflies, but it's a bigger one and it was just in the way. So there's that. Now I showed you the rolls of the foil. I use my paper trimmer to cut it. And my understanding is that you'll have better luck with it as far as not going somewhere where you don't want it to be, the hot foil, if you cut it somewhat close to the size of your die. Okay. So for my Celebrate, I had a skinny little piece. And for my butterflies, I have this big piece. Now, one of the things that is a little bit confusing to me, that I just want to bring to your attention. First of all, it makes sense to me that you're going to put once this is ready, you're going to put the die actually on the platform, flat side down, okay? And then it needs time to heat up. But when we go to put the foil on, for some reason this seems backward to me until I think about it more clearly. We're going to put the foil on the die, foil side down. For some reason that seems backwards, but it makes sense if you think about the foil goes foil side down, and then the cardstock goes down, and then what's left behind is foil showing up on the cardstock. It still feels funny sometimes, but just explaining that. All right, does anybody have questions so far? Because it hasn't gone off yet. Oh, one more thing. I do unplug between dies, and it sort of gets too hot if you don't unplug it in between it. And what was the other thing I was going to say? I unplug between dies. I don't remember. I'm sure it'll come to me as I'm doing it. Oh, I know. So the more you're doing, like when I did this, when I was going to play, I did a whole bunch of butterflies. So I did them in different colors or on different colors or whatever. And each time that I plugged it back in, after the first couple times, it took less time to heat back up. But it still does take time. And I tried to multitask. I'm a queen of multitasking. Sometimes that's a problem, but that's what I do. And I got too distracted, and so I messed up. Like I would forget which direction, or I don't know. It's not worth it to not stay focused on this. Pretty side foil to pretty side plate. Oh, that's a good idea. Pretty side foil to pretty side plate. Good tip, Marcia. Thank you. Still waiting. One more thing that I just thought of that I want to say. So to be able to do this system, you do need the Stampin' Up! Big Boss, the Stampin' Cut emboss machine, the full size one. The Big Shot is like a 1/2 inch too skinny width-wise. And obviously the Mini Boss is way too small. Even if it's smaller guys, this platform goes into the machine. It's not, you don't use anything. I have my machine here now. You don't use anything on here that the Big Boss comes with. It's all this. Man, this has taken a long time. It's amazing how long 6 minutes is when you're trying to waste time or something. I don't know. But I wanted to show you and knew that I could explain things as I went. I'm going to get a drink while I'm waiting. So everything that I showed you besides the dies, and obviously besides the Big Boss, comes with the foil system. Well, that's not true, because this is consumable, so that doesn't come with it either. You do have to buy the foil, but the platform, the silicone, the magnetic, this, it's all part of the system. The shims are part of the system. being stubborn this morning. Yeah, no kidding, Marlene. I can't move on until it's hot. Is that silicone tray underneath part of the system too? Yes. Mine is blue with flowers all over it. Gotcha. Yes, so both silicone mats come with the whole system. And so this is something, I don't know if it still is. This tool is showing as non-orderable last I knew. Maybe it isn't now. But that's only if you like want an extra one or need to replace yours for some reason or whatever. This is part of the system. So if the system is available, which I think we were told if it was really popular, it could go non, the whole system could go non-orderable before the end of the year. Oh, did you hear it? Okay, so now the red is staying and the white is flashing. Okay, the white becomes a timer. So now we put the die on here and we push the white, and this is our timer right here. That's a little clock. It didn't hit me until just now. Now the yellow is flashing. Once all the buttons are lit, this green one will be lit as well. Then it's ready. You're funny, Nancy. Once all the lights are ready, then we go. What else? It's possible that I might get some extra foil, on my cardstock, depending on how hot it is, or maybe how big my piece is, or that sort of thing. But since I'm die cutting anyway, it cuts around it fine. So that's not a problem. So this one is just 1.5 minutes. This one doesn't take as long. You hear it? Now all my lights are lit. Okay, so now we're gonna lay this right on here. And it sort of like tries to cling to it a little bit, but I would suggest do not put, I don't have my fan on high. These little foils, they fly. Okay, so I'm putting my cardstock down. Now I need my hot foil shim and my hot foil spacer. And now I unplug it and I push it down because sometimes it wants to just really hold in there. And I'm just going to shove these out of the way a little bit so that you can see. Okay, so the key is this whole thing is going in here. Hopefully I'm showing it. This whole thing is going in here. And I want to hold my layers and go through slowly. All right, now it's not, I am holding the bottom of this. It's not that hot that I can't hold the bottom of this platform, but I am putting it on my mat just to protect whatever surface I'm on. We'll take both of these off because these sort of need to cool also. And we're gonna take our cardstock off. And then, oops, and then our magnet and put it on the cooling spot. All right, now I'm gonna move this around here. Okay, so are you ready for the reveal? Does Stampin' Up! Recommend any certain type of cardstock to use? They have said that that either our Willow white cardstock, which only comes in 12 by 12 as far as I know, our Willow white cardstock, or our, what's it called? Our two-tone cardstock. Why can't I think of the word? Two-tone, Secret Sea, two-tone, whatever colors that they are. They suggest that it may work better on those because they are smoother surfaces. But I've not had any problems with it on regular cardstock. I started with that, but then I tested with all the kinds, and I just didn't have any problems. But that is a good point, though. If you're not using, are you just using basic white today? Yes, I am. So if you're not using Stampin' Up! Cardstock, I feel like Stampin' Up's basic white is fairly smooth. We used to call it ultra smooth white. I know we've changed vendors and all that kind of stuff, but it is nice and smooth. So if you don't buy Stampin' Up! Cardstock, you might have different results than what I'm going to have. So, okay, so I'm going to pull this off, do our reveal. Ta-da! Okay, so I have a case to put this in. I still haven't figured out what I want to do with that. I've heard people talk about reverse embossing or reverse hot foil, and it makes me nervous. I haven't tried it, and I haven't been engaging in things. So I know, isn't it cool? Very cool. Okay, now if I went and did the next one and kept going, I would need to start the whole process over. I would need to plug my platform in, my hot foil platform in, and hopefully this time wouldn't take as long. It definitely goes quicker the next, like after 2 or 3, then it sort of stays heated longer and takes less time. It doesn't take the 6 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to finish my card. So I don't start this when it's still warm. I don't know why. I just feel like I shouldn't. But I'm going to, I'm just using Yucky Scrap. So now I'm going to use masks. This has 4 masks. Did I keep them all? Yes. Maybe there's 5. If there's 5, I lost one. But there's definitely 4. So there's 3 for the actual butterfly, I'll say petals or wings. Seems like petals, doesn't it? And then these are for the bodies. But if I'm doing the hot foil, there's no need for doing the bodies. So I didn't do that. Okay, so they are numbered, but I used Sharpie on them so that I could see it better. So you know that's the front. There's a notch that you can use to help you. I'm not messing with things. I'm just putting them on. So I'm going to line it up so that I have my wings showing here, or the tips of the wings here, and I'm all covered on here, and I'm just going for it. So the I always go 1 to 3. You start from smallest to largest number, and smallest, well, lightest to darkest. That's what I'm going with. So this first color that I'm using is Crisp Cantaloupe. So I'm going to use my, I just have a, it doesn't matter which size blending brush that you use. I just happen to have a small one that was close enough to the Crisp Cantaloupe color, so I'm using that one. So one of the things that we used at our combined team retreat last weekend, or this past, no, yeah, last week. I don't know when. I can't tell you suddenly. I just used painter's tape, so I could put it across here and we could attach it to our grid paper. So you could use Post-it notes if you want to. I usually don't use anything. So there's number 1. So I'm done with crisp cantaloupe and my first mask. All right. So now I need Calypso Coral and my second mask. I'm glad you can see so much better. All right, so lining this up. Now, if I had put my cardstock in place, I should just tell you this because this is a good tip. So I would put a little piece of adhesive right here. I'm just going to do it, show you what I mean. Put a little bit of adhesive down here. Press it down here. So then it just sort of stays for me. Then when I go to put my my mask on here, I actually could use this little carrot here. I could make a line where that is, and then I could line it up with that every time, instead of guessing what part of the butterfly I'm supposed to be on. These little tails on the butterflies help. Okay, so here's my darker blending brush with Calypso Coral. So for this, I haven't been, because I'm trying to go nice and deep, I haven't been, you know how when you use your blending brush, you sort of brush it off on your scrap first? I haven't been doing that because I'm just wanting this to be nice and deep anyway. So there's my second layer. All right, so done with Calypso Coral. Yeah, I like the blending brushes too. Okay, last one, number 3. I'm doing Secret Sea, actually. So I have to tell you, it's weird how they designed this. The color is actually going onto some of the color that I already did, which is weird to me. Why are we wasting that? But maybe they needed enough covered that, I don't know why. But anyway, these colors were an inspiration from my niece. She had this gorgeous dress on at church a few weeks ago. Well, by now it's like a month or 2 ago. Time goes so fast, especially with craziness. Anyway, she had this gorgeous either Night of Navy or Secret Sea dress that had, it looked like two tones or multiple tones of coral or whatever. And in fact, it looked sort of like our begonia stamp set, those flowers. Maybe they're roses, I don't know, but it made me think of that stamp set because it was July when she wore it, because I thought of it immediately. Anyway, when I saw her dress, I'm like, oh, I need to make a card like that. Well, hers had the navy base, but my card's going to be different. Look at that. I love it. It's gorgeous. Okay, so when I'm done with it, remember I attached it with adhesive. When I'm done with it, because I just put it in one spot, if I twist it, then I'm not like trying to rip it or it's not a problem to come off. Now I want to do one more thing to this. Thank you. Aren't these? I just love these colors together. It's so pretty. Makes me want to. I hope. Well, she's probably not gonna wear the dress today. It's a Wednesday. It doesn't need to be so fancy. All right. Now there's one more thing that I wanted to do, and I don't know if you've seen that we carry the white gel pens now, but we do, and they're actually really good. Once I get them started, then they're very good, and they stay nice and wet on the end. And so I'm just adding some dots. So I'm gonna do. There we go. Now that is wet. I don't know. I don't know why I thought of this. I just did. When I was designing, just to help it stand out a little bit more. So I'm showing you nice and close. I'm not going to take the time to do all the dots on here. Isn't that kind of cute? Did you see how easy I was making those? I'm going to do it again in this big one because this one's easy. As long as you don't let it dry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since it was just sort of air drying, then it didn't go so well, the first one, but I just had to scribble it a little bit more. Anyway, so there's that. Oh, Dot, we love you. All right. So now I'm going to pull all my pieces out. So at this point, I've added all the color. So now I can do the die cutting. I already, I didn't want to pull my machine up here again. I made sure that I have some that are ready and they're all dotted. So here are my pieces. So here are my butterflies. Now for this card, maybe other cards would be okay. For this card, 5 butterflies was too much, but it's still going to be pretty. So I have, again, Crisp Cantaloupe, Calypso Coral, and Secret Sea. And here's my Celebrate. Cute, right? So another one of the things that is coming out for September 1 is there's a single great big die. Well, I'm calling it great big. It could be like this size. I don't remember. Actually, I didn't see it. But we used the pieces from it this past weekend. Has Christmas phrases on it. So you can do it in red or green or whatever. All right, so I need this back. I'm going to take this off, though. And I want my other scrap. I don't know where it went. Oh, this one, the knot adhesive one. Okay, so I am stamping on here. Okay, great added detail. To think I removed that from my shopping cart. I thought I had enough butterflies. I know, but I love butterflies, so I get what you're saying, but yes. I really want the background one, but I was needing to cut down my shopping list as well, so I understand. Okay, this stamp is from, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what it's from. I think the one that says "to a great guy" in it. I don't remember what it is. I just wanted some leaves in Secret Sea. You could use any leaves that you wanted. So I'm going to do one more. It's funny, so when Cindy and I were planning for our event, she got the butterflies thinking, well, Steph's probably going to get the butterflies too. So we were trying to coordinate our stuff and be able to have more items for everybody to use. And she's like, I'm sure she's going to get it. Okay. So we're going to put our, this is backwards. Oh, it opens that way. All right. So Calypso Coral is going on Crisp Cantaloupe. And then the Secrecy is going to go on here. All right, and then what I want to do, did you guys even know we carry black dimensionals? I don't use them often, but we have them. So how they come is an assortment. You get, I think you get 2 sheets of minis and 2 sheets of the full size. So I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna use these pieces. It wasn't necessary. You could have used white. I usually use white no matter what it is that I'm using, but I think I was packing boxes and needing more dimensionals, and they were sitting right there, and I didn't want to get up and go get more. Sounds like me. All right, so peeling the back off. So actually my words are all that I'm going to put on dimensionals. I want this just a little bit down. And then my piece of oh, that makes sense for the Halloween stuff. All right, so I want that big one up here. And then below, I'm going to put 2 of the smaller ones. Now, I did not design the inside, but someone mentioned that we could use the extra 2 butterflies that I'm not using on the inside, or obviously you could use it for a whole other card. All right. Last thing that I did is I used antique pearls. This goes perfectly with it. So we're going to put one here, one here, one here. And there's my card. Ooh, lucky as the person who wins this card. Exactly. I might need to make, so I already had, thank you so much. I already had, in case it didn't turn out, I had more of this already ready. So I might need to make up another card so I still can give a couple away. So I usually have been doing, thank you so much. I usually have been doing where I'll give you the supplies for 2 of each of the cards that I'm going to do, but I'm not doing that right now. So this again is Classic Greetings and Butterfly Flight hot foil dies. Now, as I said, you're going to have to look and pay attention when you're looking at the hot foil stuff, because I know that the background one, there is stamps, or there are dies, or there's the bundle. This one is just regular dies, hot foil dies, and the masks. So just something that will help you when you're shopping in your cart, or shopping online. At the top right, you can sort all the things that are that's being shown. And if you sort it A to Z, the things that go together will be next to each other. So you can see, oh, there's the stamp set and there's the dies, or there's the stamp set and there's the masks, or the dies and the masks, or whatever. So anyway, that's just a tip for you to do. So thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate your patience with me, your understanding, your support, all of that stuff. And I don't know what more I need to say. My fuzz brain, that's what I got. So I really appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much. And I should see you again next week, Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Have a great week. Bye. I love you too, Jamie. All of you. Bye.